Hello, my name is Doug Horoho, and you already have my CV, my resume. I'm American. I speak with a general American accent, neutral. I come from originally Indiana, this pink state, and I wanted to personalize my resume a little bit. Why do I love teaching English? Why do I love languages? My father loves history. My mother, ballet. My grandmother loved poetry. I love language. I don't know why. I don't think I needed an excuse. When I was little, my parents had a set of encyclopedias, and I would look through the encyclopedias to find interesting articles. And I loved the ones about language. And then I heard on the television, I heard this woman say, Je suis enchantée. And that's the first time I ever heard French. And I said to my mother, I said, Mom, what did that lady say? And she said, Well, I think that means I'm glad to meet you in French. And I knew that day that I was going to learn French. Well, subsequently, my mother was working at a high school, and she brought me home a French grammar. I was probably 9 or 10 years old. So I started to teach myself French. So by the time I got to high school and was able to take French, I already knew a lot of French. And I continued to take French through high school. I studied in Brittany, France, a little village called Saint-Brieuc. And then I continued my studies in college as well and minored in French at Indiana University at Bloomington. Et quand je parle français, les Français et les Belges pensent que je suis allemand. Je ne sais pourquoi. Je ne sais pas pourquoi parce que je ne parle pas allemand. I said that when I speak French, French people and Belgian people think that I'm German, but I don't speak German, so I don't know why they think I'm German. I have a bad French accent, I suppose. Okay, so in high school, from the encyclopedias, I had already taught myself the Cyrillic alphabet, and I'd found some Russian grammars at the local university, Indiana University at Kokomo. So I started to teach myself elementary Russian. And so when I got to college in Bloomington, I already had a basic knowledge of Russian. And теперь я говорю довольно хорошо по-русски. А русский мне сказал, что у меня хорошее произношение. Я не знаю, это не родной язык. So, я американец, да? So I said that now I speak pretty good Russian still, and but when I speak Russian, Russians tell me that I have good pronunciation, but I don't know because it's not my native language. So I finished my degree in Leningrad at Leningrad State University in the Soviet Union, and then I moved to sunny Los Angeles, California, where I started a career in entertainment publishing. I worked for a company. I started out in accounting, and then I worked my way up into advertising sales. And I worked really hard, and they rewarded me. And then and during that time, I completed an MBA, Master of Business Administration, at California State University at Northridge. And upon completing the degree, I decided to start my own business. I knew a lot of people and I thought I could get it together, and I did. And so our business was you bring us raw footage, and we can put it all together and make it a real thing. Okay, if you needed editing, we had an editing suite. If you needed video duplication, we could do that for you. Imaging, we could do pre-press services, or graphic arts, we could do that. So it was a fun business, and I met a lot of interesting people. But I got a good offer to sell it in 2014, and at the same time, my mother fell ill with cancer. So I was at the time dividing my time between, at that time, I was dividing my time between Prague, where we did locations and scouting and shoots, and also because I love it, and Los Angeles. But I returned to Indiana to take care of my mother for the last year of her life. And at that time, I took postgraduate courses towards a master's degree in English, specializing in TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. It was very informative, and for me, it was fun, 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 fun. So, when she did die, coincidentally, I was able to get a long term visa and work permit in the Czech Republic. So I went there to teach and live and loved it. I speak Czech now. Umím moc dobře česky. Když jsem v Praze, mluvím česky denně. I speak very good Czech when I'm in the Czech Republic. I speak it daily with my friends and everybody. It's not much use outside of the Czech Republic, though. So now I came back so I taught online and in brick and mortar schools in Prague. And now, these last months, year, I've been teaching exclusively online for Chinese students. My father fell ill of the same insidious disease, cancer, and that's what brought me back to Indiana. I wanted to be near him, and I'm glad to report that he is doing well. I'm very happy. His life is as good as it can be right now. So anyway, that's my life, and I hope to meet you soon in whatever form you like. So right now I'll say bye bye, auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, adios, arrivederci, do svidania, zaijian, ciao, bye bye.